Well, shifting gears, defense startup Anduril recently raising $1.5 billion in a Series F round, bringing the company's valuation to $14 billion. Part of the funding will go towards its manufacturing platform, Arsenal, that will power a new 5 million square foot factory called Arsenal-1, capable of producing tens of thousands of autonomous military systems per year. Joining me here in a first on CNBC interview, Anduril co-founder and executive chairman Trae Stephens. He's also a partner at Founders Fund. And Trae, it's good to have you on set. Welcome.
Thanks, Morgan. Good to be here.
All right. Congratulations on the round, on the raise, I should say. 5 million square feet. That's big.
It's really big. It's a lot of square feet.
Okay. How does this build out happen? What does it mean in terms of production? How quickly you can bring that online?
Well, I think one of the things that oftentimes people miss is that you don't go to war with the things that you're developing. You go to war with what you have today. And, we are in this place where our entire weapons inventory needs to have literally another zero at the end of it. And maybe we're okay on day 0. Maybe we're kind of stretching our limits on day 30, but we're definitely nowhere near having the equipment that we need if we were to be in a conflict in day 300. And that's really what we're trying to solve with Arsenal-1.
Okay. How quickly does it happen?
I mean, this will be a staged process in the next couple of years. We have to identify a site, work out the arrangements with the state that we're going into, and that will be a process that we'll be figuring out in the next couple of months. And then as far as build out and things like that, obviously it depends on the site and how ready it is to scale. But I would imagine that in the next couple of years we'll be into those first couple of million of square feet producing.
Yeah, I mean, it does cast a light on something I've been covering for the better part, I would say, 3 years with the publicly traded, more traditional defense prime companies, which is supply chain and the defense industrial base and how brittle it has been. So what's so fascinating to me about Anduril is that software company within hardware. You're doing both, and you sort of have a different business model in terms of how you approach development and then selling those products to DoD and elsewhere.
That's right. The traditional defense industry is built around exquisite systems. They're building multi-$100-million fighter planes, bombers, multi-billion-dollar aircraft carriers. These are low-volume systems that are incredibly complicated, that are very, very inflexible in our supply chain to be able to shift from making, a Stinger missile to making a Patriot to making, a fighter plane. And our goal at Anduril is to really focus on how can we build a software-defined architecture in manufacturing as well as in our products so that we can move really quickly to change course when we need to change course to be able to manufacture in a modular sense rather than getting stuck in these exquisite kind of pipelines.
It sort of reminds me a little bit of the Tesla model in terms of software taking a bigger role on the factory floor. I was speaking to General Jay Raymond, retired now, but the first ever chief of the U.S. Space Force, about how the business model is changing, and we were specifically talking about space, but how it's changing, how the rise of commercial space is enabling the government to think about risk differently, and using the example of the shift away from very expensive so-called exquisite satellites that take many years to build, there's one-offs, to partnering more with commercial space companies for faster, cheaper, more proliferated spacecraft that can be launched more quickly to orbit. I want to play the soundbite for you about how he's thinking about this business model and what it means.
If you have a different model that has satellites coming off of an assembly line, you might be able to take a little bit more risks. 1, because the numbers are greater. 2, if something fails, another one's coming off the assembly line right behind it. And 3, it doesn't cost, you're not breaking the national treasury. And so this new business model that started out, first with our missile warning, missile tracking redesign, will now progress into other capabilities as well. And I think that's a significant opportunity for commercial industry.
You're interacting with the DoD on a daily basis. Are you seeing that shift?
Yeah, I mean, I think what General Raymond is describing is perfectly analogous to what we're working on at Anduril, and it is a cultural shift that is beginning to happen in the department. You see things like the Replicator initiative that has been spearheaded by Deputy Secretary Hicks, and that's really what we're leaning into at Anduril, is how do you produce these high-volume, much less expensive systems where you can afford to take risk and iterate much more quickly than you would in a multi-decade weapons platform.